Hi, everybody. How's it going? Happy Monday. I straight up forgot what day it was for a moment. It's been that kind of weekend and Thanksgiving start to the week, and I just forgot where I was for a moment. Hi. So today is Monday. It's 7 p.m. We are on here and we're ready to talk about some makeup. And more importantly, today we are going to talk about, we're going to talk about the Beginner Basics Workshop. So first thing I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to just share this out, make sure everybody can jump in before I get started, because once I start, y'all know I get excited, I start talking, and then I want to say all the things to all of the people, and before you know it, we're like off to the races, and people haven't had a chance to even join the live stream. So let me slow down for a moment. I'm really excited. I always get excited to come on here and connect with y'all every week. And after last week of getting to talk to you every day, I actually this morning was like, okay, and then this morning we're gonna go live, and I'm like, no, 5-day challenge was 5 days. It's over. You're not going to do that anymore. And I was kind of sad. I miss talking to you in the morning. So I'm just letting you know that if you have been into the 5-day challenge last week, I was really into it too. And I missed you this morning. So hopefully if you haven't had a chance, you have gone to go ahead and watch the replay, because all of it is up here on Facebook. It's also on YouTube and on eightyfivebeauty.com. So wherever you like to watch, you can watch all 5 videos, get to know the ins and outs. And that's going to actually give you some more information as well, specifically about what the Beginner Basics Workshop is and some of the kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of the frameworks that I use and will be teaching you in the workshop about how to understand, most importantly, how to approach makeup so that you can just make it quick and easy. Because often people are telling me that I just don't have that kind of time to do makeup. And I'm like, I hear you. So let's speed up your process by giving you some really clear ways to understand how to approach it, what your options really are, so that you can just get in there and make it happen. Okay, everything shared out. Let me introduce myself. Hello. I'm Keela Fowler, founder and CEO of 85 Beauty. Mission for this company is to kick intimidation to the curb and make makeup feel easy and accessible. So today we are doing 2 things. 1, we're doing makeup, because what's the point otherwise? And 2, I'm going to talk you through some of the logistics of the Beginner Basics Workshop so that you can figure out whether or not it's right for you. So this is your invitation in person. You can ask me questions, you can give me feedback, whatever. I'm here. I'm going to put on some glitter because I wanted to do that this morning and spent more time on YouTube than I should have, so didn't get to the glitter this morning. So we're doing it together today. Okay, I already have on, just to give you background, I have on foundation, concealer, powder, brows, a little highlighter, a little blush, a little bronzer. So base of the face is done. So we're just really playing with eyes today. And I'm going to start with Urban Decay Primer Potion. People have all sorts of different makeup primers that they like. This is the one that I like because it's just reliable. It always does what I need it to do. And that's what I'm looking for when it comes to makeup. So that is our first starting point when it comes to Beginner Basics Workshop. How do you figure that out? How do you know which products are reliable, which ones are going to work for you, which ones aren't? I find that there's a lot of product, and what you all keep telling me is that it's overwhelming. It's a lot to look at. You're not sure where to begin. Even after knowing where to begin, you just get kind of stuck in the makeup aisle, going well, do I get this one or do I get that one? And who do I trust? And who's supposed to be telling me this stuff? Do I listen to the person in the store? What if they don't know what I really like? So if that's you, I have a program. It's the makeup coaching program that is going to be opening up in February. So just keep that in the back of your mind. It's a high ticket item. It's a month of coaching. It's one-on-one coaching. There's a video series. It's a whole big, awesome way of breaking all of that down. The Beginner Basics Workshop isn't that. The beginner, hey Tracy, okay, good. Yeah, absolutely. So The beginner basics workshop is a little bit different in that, first of all, it's 1 week. It's going to be hosted in January. And the way that that's going to be, I'm sorry, I'm looking for my eyeshadow palette. Here we go. The way that the workshop is going to go, it's going to be from January 13th through January 17th. It's 1 hour every evening at 8 p.m. And it's all online. So I had, for work, sometimes we have workshops, right? I'm a teacher. So if you didn't know that about me, now you know. I teach fourth graders. Every so often, right, you'll have a workshop that you go to, and it's a full day affair. And it's a lot of information, and you rarely have enough time to really think about everything that was communicated so that you can really break it down, think about how you're going to put it into action, right? And it gets to just be a lot all at once. So I didn't want to do that with this workshop. I wanted to give you an opportunity to really just take it like in bite-sized chunks, just a little bit each time. So that's why I spread it over 5 days, so that you can get a little information each day, and then you have like a full evening, like a full 24 hours to think it through, kind of implement it that very next morning as you're doing your makeup, and then the next night, boom, we're into more information, okay? So it's building that way. The other thing is that I really wanted to make sure that it was at a time that was most convenient for most people, because many of you have kids or spouses, you just have stuff going on. I don't have a spouse, I don't have kids, I live by myself, so my time is really mine. But even so, right, I still have responsibilities and I have things to do. And I wanted it to be something that if you had like a full day of work, you can go to work, come home, have dinner, settle in, like read like a bedtime story to your little ones, put them to bed, and then just like hunker down wherever you're comfortable, in whatever you're comfortable, right? Like put on your PJs, settle in bed with your laptop or wherever works for you, and then just really get into some quick learning. There's also a private Facebook group. It's a group program. So unlike makeup coaching program, which is like all individual, the beginner basics workshop is group. So everyone's going to be able to like chat, check in, ask questions, share tips and ideas. And that's really how that's going to work, because what I know as a teacher is when you have an opportunity to collaborate, sometimes I can say something and it makes so much sense coming out of my mouth to me and to like 80% of my kids. But that 20% is just going, like, I kind of get it, but like, could you tell me more? Like what do you mean, right? They need me to clarify. And I will ask another kid, they will say in one way, and then bam, kid's like, oh, I get it now. And I'm like, what kind of magic is that? It's the magic of other people, right? Sometimes just having a peer explain something that they heard and understood in their brain makes so much more sense to everybody else. So I thought, you know what, let's go with that system, because I see it happen in the classroom every single day. And as adults, we're just grown-up kids, right? Like literally, I'm sitting here playing with makeup. When I was a kid, I was playing with crayons. Nothing's changed. I mean, like the medium has changed, but beyond that, I'm still playing with colorful things. That is just me being a grown-up kid. So the way that you learn works the same way as well. Normally shower, getting ready for work. Yes, you can absolutely watch the replays. The replays are going to be available for you. And so that is another item of a way that you can approach it. So you don't have to catch it live. If you're available live, great. But if you're not a problem. Everything's going to be set up for you so that you can rewatch things at your leisure. Okay, I feel like I need a little something before I go into the glitter. So let's give it, I've been wanting to try this kind of, ooh, yeah, let's try this color. Yup, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, that looks so much brighter on camera. Huh. Cameras are so weird that way. Okay, next thing I wanted to talk about with the workshop is When I think about how I learned makeup, I was actually really lucky because my parents didn't let me wear makeup till I was 16. I did not feel very lucky at the time. At the time, I was irritated because I wanted nothing but to get my hands into all of the makeup. My mom wasn't super into makeup, and she only really wore a lot of lip products. But other than that, she just wasn't really, that just wasn't her jam. It wasn't how she spent her time. And once I got to wear makeup, my mom took me to Clinique, and I had like the full experience where, oh my gosh, y'all, it was so much fun. We got to like have my whole face done, and they talked me through the products. My mom bought everything, and then I was just hooked, right? Like from there on, I was just always about getting my hands and fingers and face in every bit of makeup that I could. And what I found was that I liked to really teach myself from that point on. Of course, I've learned from other makeup artists and teachers throughout the years, but that's not everybody's experience, right? Most of you typically learn from a mom, an aunt, an older sister, a friend, right? That's typically how us as women are learning about makeup. And what I find is when you have somebody who's really looking at what you need, it's excellent. But when you don't, it just sets you up to have routines that don't serve you long term. Because the makeup that you started doing, I'll say 16, right? Let's say that we all started at 16. I know some of you started at 10. Totally understand that. That's fine. I know some of you didn't start until 30. Totally fine. Or older, whatever. Everybody starts whenever they're ready, okay? Respect the journey. I respect the journey. No one has to wear makeup. I say that all the time, and I mean it to be true. But if it's something you're interested in, the difference is I'm a trained makeup artist. So my job is to teach you how to wear makeup that's going to work for you. Now, there are definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? There are frameworks, like I said and mentioned. I talked about last week, I talked about the 5. I talked about the canvas. I talked about MIA, right? Are you going to minimize, are you going to illuminate, or are you going to amplify when addressing a certain facial feature? Those are frameworks that are going to work for everyone, no matter who you are. But how do you amplify, right? How far do you take that? That's really personal and individual. So through the workshop, we're going to talk specifically about how to make that happen. Because once you know, then it's just a matter of kind of like a sliding scale, looking at your makeup and saying, okay, how far do I want to take it today? Today, right now, I'm putting on glitter. This is definitely an amplify situation, right? For someone else, though, who really likes to be all into the makeup, this may just be a little illuminate. Y'all, those are like the beauty lovers who are just like super into, they want like all the product. They're totally into every single thing. So like, just don't worry about that, okay? Like, it's a safe space. But for most of us, this is like, whoa, right? Who's wearing glitter to work in the middle of the day, right? That's just not something that you typically see. So the makeup, I'm sorry, I'm going a little too fast. The beginner basics workshop is going to talk you through the hows. How do you implement those frameworks into how you approach makeup? It wasn't yesterday, it was last week. I'm going to pause for a moment so that my glitter can dry. Last week, we were talking specifically about making your makeup faster. And what I find is that when you have a really curated routine, you know exactly what products are going to work for you, you can just bam, 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 just go right through everything, and it's not going to take you a lot of time. But when you are trying to make every decision in the moment that morning, I mean, it's like teachers and who is it? It's like teachers and medical professionals go through what's called like decision fatigue. I'm sure moms absolutely have it as well, which is like you're just exhausted by all of the decisions that you have to make on a regular basis. That absolutely is going to happen in your own way when it comes to looking at your makeup. Should I use this one? Should I use that one? Should I go with this? Should I go with that? Which one do I do? It can be a lot when you're just trying to quickly get in and get out. So beginner basics. We're going to talk specifically about how do you create a routine that is your go-to, that you know you can do quickly and easily without having to worry about messing up, like when you can't find your mirror because it's under a paper towel. But often that's what's happening, is that if you just had 1 or 2 routines that you knew like the back of your hand, and that always made you feel pretty, because that's really the point. If you're putting on makeup because you are trying to do anything but make yourself feel pretty, I just want you to know that is not my purpose. That's not my mission. That's not my aesthetic. That's not my approach. And I'm not going to be able to really help you with that. So I just want to tell you, the Beginner Basics Workshop is not for you, and working with me is not for you if you are putting on makeup for any reason but to feel good. I want you to feel pretty when you put your makeup on. And if you are putting it on because somebody told you you should, stop right now. You're not supposed to be here living for other people's desires about how you should look. You should feel good about what you put on your face. If it doesn't make you feel good, don't put it on your face. It's that simple, but you need to be reminded. Everyone needs to be reminded all the time. If it does not make you feel pretty, don't put it on your face. There's no point to that. So I have to pause for a second so I don't mess up my eyeliner. Do you have any questions while I am carefully trying not to ruin this? Where are we at? So far, looks like we're okay. I can keep talking, which is really saying something. Y'all, I didn't have kids today. I have so many words that I have not been able to say all day long. I'm used to talking to kids all day. I have so much language that hasn't been used. It's a little ridiculous. Okay. I'm looking at my notes. Let's see. Is there anything that I didn't cover? Oh, duh. Yes. More logistics. Okay. Let's talk about what comes with your ticket price. Okay. So tickets are on sale right now. In fact, I'm going to go ahead, type in the exact link that you are going to use. It is 85beauty.com/beginner basics workshop. Just like that. And it should be in the, is it popping up? There it is. Now it is in the comment box. So tickets for the entire week and all of the replays, you get access to the private Facebook group. There's going to be I already said the replays. Oh, here's the other part that I did not tell you out loud, but I need you to understand because this is a kind of a game changer. With every with every first run of a product or course or workshop or anything that I create for 85 Beauty, I am going to do what is called, I'm just going to lock you in at that price, which means right now, price for the workshop, I wanted to keep it super affordable because like I said, makeup coaching program is a big ticket item. It is out of stock. If you go to the website, you're going to see that there's the Beginner Basics program and then there's the makeup coaching program. The makeup coaching program is out of stock because enrollment is closed right now. Like I said, that's going to open back up in February. But that is $400. No, it's $399. That's the price on that. The Beginner Basics program is $19. That's it. It's $19 for the entire 5 days. And anytime that you want to go back to the workshop when we launch it again, you are locked in at that $19 rate. So no matter how many times I raise the price or add in more enhancements, you will always be able to repurchase if you want to go to another workshop at that $19 price point. Or if you were like, hey, I wanted to get this for a friend, $19. That's what you're going to be able to do if you purchase it now. That's the price that you're locked into. So I just think that that's fair. And I try to be kind of mindful of, hey, you are really being helpful in joining first, and you're going to be able to give me like helpful feedback to improve it and make it the best that it can be. So what I can do to absolutely help is to give you a reasonable price, right? That sounds reasonable to me. So we're going to put on some mascara and then some lip gloss. I don't think I told you about Beauty Counter, but I started wearing some Beauty Counter makeup and I really like it. It's super clean. They have a mission to actually change the like policy and legislation around how makeup is supposed to be, like needs to be tested, ingredients, chemicals, all of those things. And so their products are really good for you and really high quality. Personally, what I have used so far, I've used their lipstick, I've used their lip gloss. I've tested a bunch of things, but haven't had like a long lasting test to be able to give you like a full review or anything like that. But we're going to be using some Beauty Counter gloss in a moment. And what I love most about it is that it's not sticky. But not only is it not sticky, I find sometimes with gloss, what will happen is that I will put it on. If I don't have a lip liner or lipstick underneath it, it will do this really weird and super annoying thing on me where, just brushing off some extra, where it will get like, it'll almost like make my lips peel. I don't understand it. It's so weird. But this is the Beauty Counter gloss in Dahlia, and it's really, really pretty. Okay. All right. We're getting out of hand now. Gloss is supposed to go on the lips. Keep what you doing. What you doing. There we go. Okay. Gloss is on. Feeling good. Feeling fancy. All right. I'm looking, seeing my notes, just checking to make sure I've gone over everything that you may need or want to know. The Beginner Basics workshop can be given as a gift. It's a perfect gift. If you know somebody, if you're listening to this and you're like, this sounds really cool, but it's not really for me, but you know there's somebody else that you care about who would want to do this, one, just share it with them. Tell them all about it. Have them buy their own ticket if that's what you think is best. Or, hey, lots of holidays coming up. If it's a gift that you're looking to give, this is a perfect gift. You can purchase the ticket. You email me at hello@eightyfivebeauty.com. And then what I do is, just giving you the email address real quick. What I do is I will, on my end, just make sure to arrange it for that particular person and get them set up for all of the back end stuff. So looks like we're good to go. You have most of the information that you need. If you need more information, if you're on the fence and you're like, I just have one more question that I need answered. One more could be 5 more questions you need answered. If you just want to maybe like talk to me one-on-one, have like a quick video chat, we can absolutely do that. So or an email or whatever works for you. Email me. The email address, it's in the comments, but just so that you know, it's hello, like hello at 85beauty.com. 85beauty is all letters, no numbers. No numbers, just letters. 85beauty.com. There's no hyphen, there's no numbers. And I will be able to answer any and all of your questions. My makeup's done. I made meatballs for dinner, and so those are done too. So I'm gonna go have some dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and had a good amount of information that you were able to learn and some tips and tricks of like how to play with glitter. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you. This is the Glossier Play Glitter Jelly, and this color is Glass Bonsai. So if you're wondering what this is, and it sticks, you don't need a glitter glue or anything. It's just perfectional by itself. All right, I will talk to you super soon. I hope that I will see you in the Beginner Basics program. Workshop, not program. I get excited. I say the wrong words. So again, any questions, let me know. I come back and read everything in the comments. I will see you super soon. Have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving and stay fabulous. Bye, y'all.